Morning, everybody. Welcome to Mystics MMOs. I'm your host, Mystic Raven. All right. So today I'm going to have a ESO conversation piece. Basically, there's a lot of it's been going crazy with Murkmire PTS due to all of the shield changes. So there is a new, I gotta update my graphics card. Thank you, Radeon. I appreciate that. So anyway, so there's a new there's been a lot of things going on in PTS. Tons and tons of mad players, whatever. So I guess yesterday, there was a a meeting between the class reps and all this stuff, and this got introduced. This was brought up, of course. And then, of course, the same day, this post comes out, question about the new shields. And right here, the original poster, Code Stripper, nice tag, was had posted. In one of Gina Bruno wrote, in one of the upcoming PTS patches, Amulet and Conjure Ward will now be instant cast abilities that scale off your max magicka as they do on live currently, but cap the total shield amount to 40% of your character's maximum health. So that was kind of interesting. Sorcerers, much of their feedback was included in the discussion with shields. Sustain isn't good. Mobility took a hit. Offense was nerfed, etc. What up? Yeah, I saw this last night. Here they are tinkering with two morphs, either full strength with 1 second cast or instant with 40% based on HP, right? So yeah, it's kind of interesting. Because I'm going to get into it. I'm going to get into what does this mean? What does this break down to? It's not on PTS, but Mystic. What is this? What does this all mean? Okay. So they're going to take off the second cast and go say, okay, fine. Fine. We will let you keep your instant cast. But we're going to give you a 40% hit to the maximum percentage of your health, meaning your shields are going to take hits. Now for tanks, this is good. This is because the one thing that tank doesn't want to do, right, is lose mitigation for a shielding system. Tanks don't spam shields. Tanks use shields to mitigate big incoming hits on PvE, right? So shield juggling doesn't happen with the tank. They don't have enough resources to justify a shield juggle. So now, this is bad for PvE casters because notice during the time they said we're going to increase the duration of the shield system. And they did that intentionally for PvE, right? Increasing the durated effect. That was a good because they anticipated we're going to add the cast timer. This is going to give the shield an ample amount of opportunity to justify the mechanic that's going to be coming your way. Now, a lot of people were talking about interruptible factors, but that would only be implemented in PvP and not in PvE. Well, once again, then they stated that they were going to take away the interruptible effect, even in PvP. So the only good aspect that to the cast time had was what? So it didn't bug up during a swap, during a shield juggle. So priority was maintained. But now they're going to say, okay, well, hey, guess what? They're now going to crit. They're now going to have resistance applied to the shield system. So we're going to have a resistance factor to the shield system for mitigation. We're going to go ahead and now you're going to have it spammable, but we're going to take away your overall hit. That's kind of important because there's no spillover that's occurring currently. Meaning if I had enough damage to mitigate one effect, the shield would just pop. No damage would be flowing over the way it's supposed to onto the secondary shield. If another shield's casted on top of it, priority is just lost, and damage gets kind of like lost in transition. Sork's still bitching about both options, not for tanks though, just Amulet and Conjure Ward. I know they are. But once again, something has to be done. My opinion, my honest opinion, is add the GCD to the effect. So let it be instant. Let them keep the amount, add the global cooldown for priority. Shield stacking is a pain in the ass. But it's where priority gets lost, where it becomes a little bit overwhelming. All right? In PvP. It's all because of PvP that these issues are being addressed. So my recommendation, because somebody would be like, oh, okay, well, and I've said that. I've said that the second cast clunks up the DPS rotation. Mitigation is regardless. If you were spamming shields in PvE, one thing, no PvE build ever had a stack set. Stack shields. If you did, I don't know what the fuck you were smoking, you know, in PvE. PvE, nobody fucking stacks shields. That shit's just stupid. It sounds stupid. Yo, what's up, Ice? Hope you're having a good day. It was just stupid if you're stacking shields in PvE. You lost a shitload of damage. Your bar configuration never should have been set up that way. You just lost too much DPS for one effect to be taken off the bar. You know, that's just that's redundant. So in PvP though, we have to take that into consideration. Shield stacking is relative. It is significant. Especially when it's getting backbarred swap, you see the juggle and then it bugs damage out. The damage applied is being bugged. So in my opinion, a GCD would justify both ends of the play without nerfing. But they've decided to go ahead and go with the 40% reduction. Alfonso, what's up, brother? It's been a minute. I hope you're doing well, dude. Good to see you. It's good to see you on this morning. So, my opinion, GCD, they probably won't. They'll probably go with this. And this is a concern for PvE. PvP, not so much. PvP, it's like, okay, Battle Spirit will be affected. That will reduce a lot of damage and the amount of damage that the shields can absorb. So potentially you could pop a shield, lay over the other effect, pop both shields, and still reapply the damage. Problem of it is someone's shield juggling and they still backbar swap, the bug will still occur. That still will be that still will happen. They'll still have to figure out how to fix that. And that might be, this might be maybe a preset requisite. Now, I mean, let's think about this also. A lot of people are talking about, well, and I'll scroll down through some of the comments. People are also talking about, well, shields critting should be enough. Well, not really, because mitigation is being applied. And in PvE, what boss or what mobs crit? None. Zero. There is no boss or mobs that do critical damage. None. They're all dealing base damage. It's all configured. There's no critical value applied to PvE aspect of gameplay. So the critical value only affects the PvPers, and the only people who's going to be crying and saying it's a justification is, guess what? The PvPers. Random BQ question. BQ's Q gave me flag games 7 times in a row. I know, it's crazy. Yeah, Ice was healing on my team yesterday. It was really cool. You did an awesome job, brother. So, excuse me, I'm still hacking up phlegm and stuff from this cold. I'm still in that recovery mode. I don't feel sick anymore, though. Just still, ugh. So, anyways, it's kind of interesting because this person's, going in on it. Oh, excuse me. I left ESO, but still play other games. But it's all good. Gotcha, Alfonso. Sounds good. What are you playing? What games are you playing recently? I think it's good. Sork shouldn't be indestructible. There should be a threat of death. Right, absolutely. Seen Sorks take on 8 to 15 players with no loss. Shouldn't happen. Absolutely. That's the issue. These are issues. These are concerns. It's Sork Online. It's not Elder Scrolls Online. It's Sork Online. This game is Sork Online at the moment until these changes are being implemented. So, honestly, this person's going over about how the justification, it's way too early to make assumptions. I'm wondering if they should change Bastion. Adding to the strengths of a shield when it has cap feels wasted, yet its opposite star adds to damage done to shields. That is junk. See, this is when I literally get to flog casuals. PCEU mega server. Sounds stupid. The damage done to shields is so weak, it needs relooked. I agree. The opposite one, that's supposed to deal damage to players with shields, needs fucking amped. It needs Fortnite. Got you. I tried Fortnite. I can't get into it. But a lot of people like it. So I always tell people, play what you like, man. Play what you like. But that's a joke. If somebody asks something about this, one thing they shouldn't add to the strength. Shouldn't. To Bastion. Bastion is set perfect, but they should add the damage to the other one. Because nobody's using it. If a real PvPer would tell you it's a waste. It's a waste. If you put more into your base damage, you deal more damage to the shield anyways. That's why it's a fucking waste. It's a junk. It's garbage. That's why I can't take players like this serious. Shut up. If that were the case, it would definitely still be worth putting points into Bastion. Yeah, obviously. See? Last thing I'd prioritized. Right. You won't need it. You absolutely don't need it. It's one of those things, man. You don't open up your mouth and say, "Hey, what about this?" No, man. Stop it. Stop. All right, let's see if we can get a couple things. Somebody's asking about like Swift, for PvP, Templar nerfs. It's just stupid shit, man. I come on here and I can tell when players are casual PvPers. I can tell just by reading some of this. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Here's another one with the shield cast time removed. This one was interesting. Honestly, I think shields should be stronger. The cast time puts you at risk. No, they're taking away the cast time. That's why they did up the timer initially, Ice. But they're now going back to instants and reducing it by 40% the strength. And that's why I said be careful what you ask for. Because now you said, okay, I need instant. I need instant. Everybody's whining. And they're like, okay, fine. You'll get your instant. We're going to reduce it by 40%. Your shields. Yeah. It's like, well, shut the fuck up, you whining bitches. Because now you got major problems. Because in PvE, if you try to, hit over and you slip the shield, if your shield slips, you're fucked. Yeah, I'd rather have the 1 second cast with a maximum amount than a 40% reduction. To be honest with you, they're stupid. I'm like, 40%? Wow. Boy, you guys are digging your grave now. You literally are digging. You're talking about death? Okay. And PvE? All right. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. Okay. This person's been a Sork whiner since day one. So, the 1 second cast time will be removed. While I'm sure there will be a lot of discussion around whether a particular nerf they're getting is appropriate or not, I want to thank the team at ZOS for listening to reasons why a cast time was specifically a bad way to nerf those particular skills. And now you're going to really get it. Okay. And I love this person. Well, it probably helped a lot when I pointed out the cast times are far too interruptible in this game, even with uninterruptible flag, because of the overuse of knockback pull in the game, which don't even trigger CC immunity. And it's like, if we're talking PvE, right? Shields don't fucking get interrupted in PvE. Dude, Alfonso, thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you for that donation. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Honestly, I think shield should be stronger. The cast times put you at risk. 20% reduction would seem more fair. They won't do that. That's not going to happen. If you're going to get rid of a cast timer ice, you're going to get hit with the hardest. They have to make something happen for PvP. And they know that it's bugged. So it's like, what are you going to do? I use my shields only one on Sork Healer to sustain my health and save my resources when I'm defiled. Right, absolutely. But this person, like, is like talking about interruptible effects. Well, in PvE, there's not a lot of things that's going to be interrupting your shield rotation, unless it's a mechanic. And if you weren't aware of that mechanic and you didn't time it, well, hey, guess what? That's not an interruptible effect. That's you being CC'd before you could even apply the effect. That's not interruptible. Get over it. And it's probably because you pointed it out. Shit. I mean, seriously? Okay. Seems much better. Of course it does. All right, look what his, crown with lightning bolts. I'm sure that's not a Sork. Sure it isn't. And, of course, thanks to also the class reps. Yep. Who were crying and whining. I can still use my mag tunes in Murkmire. Yes, of course you can. Mag tunes are awesome. So with a different nerf, they mean to make it like magical detonation. You wish. You wish. You wish. Isn't the crit damage enough of a nerf? This is why I love flogging these dumb fuckers. Isn't crit damage enough of a nerf? Shields suck open world in CP as it is. Okay, yeah. I mean, these people still want to be gods. They want to be gods. They don't give a fuck about the community or the health of the game. They care about themselves. And it's like, wow, I can't believe you just wrote this fucking entire fucking line of statement. Sorks need a class hot. I've switched to Bogadan from Engine Guardian and now using Illustrious Healing. Right. You can also use Choke Thorns. But I think they need a ground heals, to be honest with you. That's my opinion. Every class has a ground heal except Sork. That's not a bad change. It will help a Sork tank. Right. And that's what I was saying, David. And for the tank's perspective, it's a good change. It's good. Because it doesn't, it doesn't compromise the Sork tank's position or any Sork that's using a shield system prior. But the Sork tank, it's definitely noticeable. It definitely helps. I agree with you. Unfortunately, though, for PvE community, if they slip a shield cast, right, they're going to regret it. A 40% reduction. It's like if there's a back-to-back mechanic and one shield was absorbing the initial and the second one was taking another hit, well, now it's only going to take one. And it's like, wow, you guys really thought this through when you were QQing. Like you really did think about like some of the harder mechanics in some of these dungeons. Like, wow, okay, wow, that's going to be awesome. It's going to be really fun to watch. People getting fucking smacked the fuck. They put up a shield, they die, and they're like, I put my shield up. What the fuck? It's like, wow, man, you weren't paying attention because console players don't have combat screens. PC does. PC, we can say how much we got hit for, right? It'll tell us. It'll say in order how the shield was, sustained the damage. Unfortunately, console, you don't have that luxury. So it's like, wow, you guys are biting bullets here, man. Wow, okay. It's amazing. Actually, I think that it should be GCD. Allow the full strength of the shield to remain and apply the global cooldown. It fixes the bug of priority. It doesn't freeze up the PvE rotation. Shields are still maintained at a strength, and eventually Sorks and PvP will end up dying. So, and I feel the global cooldown would be a lot better resolution to everybody's concerns. But are they going to do that? I doubt it. I think what is going to end up happening is this huge shield nerf, and that's can be a concern. It should be a concern. There's going to be more there, but like you said, for the tanks, that's a win-win. So, yeah. I know you play Sork much. And then here, oh, here is class rep. I am happy everyone got their voices heard. So awesome. 40% means 40% cap in PvE and PvP. No, absolutely not. Not 40% PvE and 20% in PvP. Just making sure. It means 40% plus Battle Spirit on top of that. Yeah. It's crazy. That 40% cap is pathetic and damn near useless if you are doing endgame PvE. That is absolutely fucking right, Code. And see, one player gets it. One player gets it. One player gets it. One. It's like, fuck the 40%. Give me the 1.1. Abso-fucking-lutely. The players who's queuing don't know what the fuck they're really asking for. They don't. Just have the sword class shield health based and the light armor based off Magicka. Not that simple, man. Once again, we're talking about a bug. The bug's still going to remain in the game. They know that. They know that. They know it. You can't, this is what I'm saying. You can't negotiate your way from a bug feature. They're going to be like, we've got to bring the shields down in PvP. We have to. It's bugged. There's a bug going on. So how do we do it? Well, we're going to fucking, if they don't want to take the fucking cast time, we'll fucking hack the fuck out of it. And I'm telling you, be careful what you ask for. This is when you shut the fuck up. When you shut the fuck up. It's like when you go in and you're trying to negotiate with a lawyer and you're not a lawyer. Don't fucking say shit. You know? See what they're willing to offer you. Soak it in first. Soak it in. If you feel like it's not doable, you try to compromise a little bit. But you fuck with the lawyer, and the lawyer's like, okay, bitch, you can have that, but we're taking this, and that from you. You just lost more than what you bargained for. You lost more than what you bargained for. It's not worth it. It's when you shut the fuck up. That's when you shut the fuck up. Look. One person gets it. One person understood. I may just use effective purge instead of hardening ward on my sword healer. Not a bad idea. It's not bad. I live on my Magplar DPS just using Blazing Shield and Vet Trials. 40% will be fine. Right. For some, it will be. I didn't see it, Ice. Glad you're back on ESO, though. Need more healers, right? Healers are very appreciative. And this is where we're trying to go. And this is where Robo is trying to go. Because they've seen certain things where healers aren't even being utilized because of the shield system. And that's in PvE. So something has to be done. It's like, well, we don't even need a fucking healer at this point. You know, we can get around with not even using healers. And it's like, something has to happen. Something has to give. And 1 second, people queued about because of the rotation. I got that. I understood that. I did. But you better stop. You need to put out suggestions instead of queues. I ran into Mystic in a game, his last stream, and he was like, why is this team so tanky? Right. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Yeah. No, it was awesome. That 40% cap, right. And this person said, it's almost as if the hardest mode of what's supposed to be the hardest 4-man content is supposed to be run with a healer. Go fucking figure, with HOTS and AoE heals running over the group. Wow, unplayable. I'm telling you, man. You just, what? People will get it. Some people, honestly, the crit shield nerf is, once again, this one I can tell there's casuals. Lee Palmer is a fucking idiot. Honestly, the crit shield nerf is enough to make me not play Mag Sork again anyway. Shields are already so weak in open world, and for some reason, ZOS made them weaker. Wow. Holy shit. Wow. Weak? This person is fucking clueless. So it's going to be great dealing with all the Stamplar, Wardens, and Nightblades that I'll take off my shields with one attack. That's going to be the point. So now, in that your shield could have been taking 2, maybe 3 attacks, even with the fucking crit, because now it has resistance. Could have probably taken 2. It is going to take 1. That's the point. That's what ZOS is trying to do. ZOS is like, we've got to stop them. They've got to be killable. We're losing players. All these players are threatened on leaving. Want to play Sork again anyways. ZOS is losing players. Shields are weak. Increase your match pool. Thank you, Ice, right? Absolutely. Absolutely. If your shields are weak, something's fucked up with your scaling system. Damn right. Fucking A. I love reading these people's fucking dumb comments, man. Just when you can tell they're casuals. Like, they're trolls. They'll play like maybe 2 hours a day on the game itself, spend another hour in the forums. And I'm like, boy, you guys are fucking thick. I used to play 6 hours a day religiously. You know, it was like it's a full-time job. Like, when I tell people this is what I do, this is what I do. This is like my job, you know. So I have to know this shit. I put in work. So, yeah. Crazy. The game is designed to stack more defense with offense. Doesn't stack crit and the stat increase your damage, but also increasing your healing. The more damage I do, the more healing I get. Yeah, it seems like ZOS are clueless about their own game. Wow, sure. Yeah. Yeah, sure. I'll just stick to stamina from now on. Yeah, cool. Add more health. One tank set would greatly add to your build. You can't wear 2 DPS sets and DPS monster sets and then complain that you're a glass cannon. But this person has see, the original poster code understands the damage. This is PvE. This is PvE. I shouldn't put a tank set on a PvE class. There's a reason my Sword Healer has 51k max magic of right. Absolutely. The goal is to make survivability of magic comparable to stamina. Sucks, doesn't it? Absolutely. I love this guy. Love him. So, there's a lot of really good... now look at this. Interesting. I understand there's always work to be done. The original intent of changes was to lessen migration and make the healer role needed. So now we have to see how things are with things like major main, major protection, minor protection, and support like meritorious service offers. Oh, I don't know. I'm still tired. Then see if we can find a happy balance that allows us to enjoy the game. Happy balance? Now, once again, this person's thinking PvE, the class rep, and not understanding the full applications of PvP. 100k for logging in today, boys and girls, as long as you've been logging in every day this month. Oh, nice. Excellent. Yep. Congrats. I haven't. So, enjoy the money. Buy yourself a nice weapon. Or armor. Or something. Or resources. See, and we can discuss. I agree with you, but there's a lot of factors here. Yeah, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You guys are asking for it. You guys are asking for it. Cause and effect, boys and girls. Cause and effect. A 7K shield is just a waste of a slot. Magicka and DPS. But I understand that this change was mainly, if not only, because Sorks was overperforming in PvP. Right? Overperforming means that Mag Sorks was able to be on a level with Stam Warden or Stam Blade. Now, what I can't understand is, why is it needed to make Mag Sorks absolutely useless? That's a reach. Do these Sorks players know that auto dodge is gone now? Now yeah, right? Of course the shield will take a hit. Thank you, Spartacus. Yeah, but that's why they took away the auto dodge, because they were implementing this. That's why they took it away. That's why. And now they said the PvEers are like, it's affecting our cast, it's affecting our shit. Okay, cool. We'll take away the second cast, but now we're going to reduce your shields. Good luck with that. Let us know. Now, next week when you start crying that you guys are dying due to slips on a shield, then you'll ask for that 1 second back. You will. You'll say, give me the fucking second cast. You better be fucking asking for something. In my honest opinion, the GCD would be plenty. Give them the GCD. Add a second global cooldown. It fixes the stack bug. It sets the priority on the shields, and it doesn't cause a slip in the rotation. That's my recommendation. Add the second GCD to the 2 effects. And because it takes a second to back bar swap anyways. So it's like just add a global cooldown. Add the full strength. PvE and PvP are both settled. They aren't going to be happy unless they can't die. Absolutely! These guys want to be fucking immortal. They're selfish. Absolutely. It comes down to only that. Everyone is so afraid to take that L. Death in a video game. Unthinkable. Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. May run a tank set over Twice Born and run 2. Yeah, but like I said, man, they're selfish. They're just being selfish. They have to understand the game is now funneling players lose. Like there's players dropping out because one class is too dominant. These players are trying to hold on to the Sork. Too much. At the risk of population. Zos is like, we've got to do something. We got one class that's too fucking dominant. Too dominant. We've got to do something now. If we don't, we're fucked. People are just unsubbing left and fucking right. They're dropping out. Don't know, man. And these players aren't thinking in the big scene. They're not thinking about that. They're thinking about what? What the fuck will I do? They'll kill me in PvP. Shut the fuck up. You know? I play Sork daily. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, you casuals. You're casuals. Shut the fuck up. Is the 40% cap individual shields on a character, and then the purse OP is asking. It's weird because it's PvE. Magicka stand mainly because of range, the sheer amount of damage. But in PvP, stamina Magicka because of mobility, snare removal, dodge roll. Dodge roll is no longer scaling well with people. Now, that's already done. That's been taken, that's been addressed. And sets that allow people to run around in heavy and overall better sustain, also have 35k stamina and 4 to 5k weapon damage. So you're saying that stamina is outperforming Magicka? Bullshit. Heck, even light fortified brass, right? That's a good one too. Actually, it's nothing special worth thanking. They should feel ashamed for letting such horrible changes to even be on BTS. Some things I agree. They're going to revert it now because it was the only right thing to do in bold letters. Wow. There are much more other horrible changes which destroyed the fun and which they never reverted, no matter how many players complained. I'll never forget pre-Morrowind. I actually don't agree with that statement. Morrowind was some of the best changes that ZOS ever implemented. Morrowind, in my opinion, the changes with Morrowind were astounding. It's just crazy. There needs to be balance. Now, ZOS makes changes to balance players. I didn't mean to balance my class. That's good. That's good. I like that. I like that. That's an appropriate saying. Yes, absolutely. Person getting really deep in this bitch. Really shakes up the builds, but whichever way you cut it, it's still a huge Sork nerf. It's not really, it's every Magic caster. And once again, nobody's addressing why. Why? Why is ZOS doing this? Well, yeah, you know it's PvP, but why? But why? By the way, I'm also assuming that 40% cap is after Battle Spirit. No. I'd hate it for it to be capped at 40% and then for Battle Spirit. Yeah, that is the way it is. What an idiot. This person is so clueless. It is 40% prior to Battle Spirit. They're fucked. Battle Spirit's 50% cut. So what ends up happening? Is it 90? No. 40% from the initial. Right? So let's say you have a 7K shield. Imagine you had 11K. Gets dropped to 7K now. Now 7K into going in. Now you have a 4.5K. Or not 4.5. A 3.5K shield. You only can take one hit. These Sorks have max range executes. A passive that pops like execute. Right. Absolutely, Spartacus. Right. They're complaining. So it's going to be down to about, and when you hit Battle Spirit with this, it's going to absorb maybe 3K, 3 point something K damage. You're going to take one good hit. And that shield's going to pop. And that's great. Because ZOS now knows we've got it. If it's going to bug, we've got it. We can't let them just run around like gods. So great. Awesome. For PvP, that works. That works. It makes sense. It makes absolute 100% sense. PvE now, though? Ooh, oh, boy. You'll be begging for that 1 second after a week. Now, imagine, when this shit goes live, you know who to blame. If it goes live like this, now you know who to blame. You know, don't blame ZOS. Don't blame ZOS. I wish I could blame ZOS, but I can't now. I have to blame the crybabies. I have to blame the crybabies who didn't understand the math. They say, oh, we know math. Obviously, you don't fucking know math. You don't fucking know math. You fucking just cut your shield down considerably. You slip on that bitch. You miss a mechanic. You're fucked. You're fucked. Oh, you're fucked. Now, see, I like this one. I agree that 40% shield strength seems excessively small. Not really. However, I also think this highlights that the main problem lies within the content where, as you say, you get punished for going for survivability over damage, but also get punished for relying on damage over survivability. Oh, boy. How many PvPers is in here? That's what I'm starting to wonder. So I wanted to see how the new shields would compare to heals in a tank set scenario. Impreg, Spinner, Shadowrun. Okay. No CPs, health pool. Harden Ward, 5,003. Health pool with Battle Spirit. Shield cap. That's the total amount prior. And then this person posted the total amount after the effect. That was pretty cool. They got their shield stack back. They did. Yep. And popped 2 shields. right? 4-6. The problem of it isn't the stack. It's how it bugs when you're juggling. That's the problem. And if I was this person, I wouldn't be posting that. Because Zoss might even bring it down further. God, fuck. Jackson, I hate PvP. PvE all day. Right. But something has to be done. You put PvP in the game. This game gets commercialized way more for PvP. Way more. Even though PvE brings in the money. PvE brings in the money. Brings home the bacon. But PvP brings in the crowds. Everyone on that forum knows they rode a broken class with broken skills and are freaking out because they are now mortal instead of gods. Now, what we see is skilled sorks instead of flavor of the month. Right. Right. It's just the way it is, man. They rode a broken mechanics. And the funny thing is, I had 3 of the top players in my group the other day. You know, that was Unreal, Elusive Shady, and A-Bomb. Right? And we all were talking about it. We all agreed shields had to be done. Now, when this is coming, when the 3 of the top 2, well, A-Bomb didn't know. But then he agreed, though, obviously. When 2 of the top players say, besides me, it was broken, the way the system worked, not that it was like, you know, like it's whatever. They're saying, yeah, it's bugged. It bugs. It's broke. It's broke as fuck. And when you have the consensus of top PvPers in a group all saying the same thing, top dogs saying the same thing, what's that say? What's that say? And then on top of it, one of the other top sorks comes in on my show, and he's so fucking good. And he even admits it's broke. It's called a balance. You can't have it all, but sorks had it all. Right. There's a reason the sork population tripled in Somerset. Absolutely. Absolutely. But then we were losing players after that. When the sork pop went up, people were starting to hit on sub. People were dropping Elder Scrolls. And it's like, you can't do that shit. You can't. Haven't seen an Immortal Sork since pre-Morway. Are you fucked? Wow. Wow, you haven't seen one? Dude, go check out Purple Slushy. Go watch Purple Slushy. Q-Bike. Damage is so high in the game now that Sork Shield's recipes. Bullshit. Bullshit. You better go fucking watch. You go watch. You watch me. I only use 1 shield. You good luck taking me out. Good luck taking me out with 1 shield. Fuck, you better be on your fucking A game. I'll toast your ass. I'll use 1. Go watch Purple Slushy. Go watch ESO Miami. Go watch Ness. I don't know if Ness actually has gotten a Sork out since Somerset, though. But go to Ness quick. Go to Ness quick. These are the top dogs. These are the top dogs. We don't fuck with casuals. Casuals, these are casuals. All these motherfuckers are casuals when PvP. I don't recognize one name in here. Not one. When it comes to PvP, nah. Nope, nope. The guys I play with or against put in 6 to 8 hours a day on Sorks. Now, an immortal Sork? Yeah, no, they're immortal. You better go watch Purple Slushy. God's a god. He's a god. I mean, Purple Slushy named his Sork God. Come on, right? Like, and then Cubican comes in and is like, I haven't seen an immortal Sork. Shut the fuck up. What? Who do you think you know? Who do you think you're coming in talking to? Come on, Meow. Come on, Meow. I haven't seen an immortal Sork? Man, you ain't. That's why PC players, man, I give it up. They got some good players. It ain't on the same level. It's not. I'm going to be honest. Console players are just more beast. They are. Console players are on a whole different fucking level of competition. Console players, when most console players go to PC, they eat them. They eat them. They maul their asses. They maul PC. I get win on PC. I pulled off, before I even hit CP 300, I was like pulling off 1vXs on bullshit. I'm like, this is bullshit. God, these guys suck. Sorks killed BGs after Somerset. Yeah. Well, the pop did, for sure. It's because of the stack, man. Everybody knew what was going on. And the stack's been around, but the dominance was just relevant. Especially with the new 2 pieces, man. Kel's seen my Sork healer in objective games. I've had entire teams just walk away from me due to them not taking so long. Yeah, seriously, man. Sork healers are insane. I'll give a Sork healer one shield. Just one shield on a Sork healer in PvP. I mean, they're not killing you, but you're not fucking taking them out unless you CC the shit out of them. I mean, seriously, man. Wow. Holy fuck. Like, you haven't seen Immortal Sorks? Well, the other day ago, I got a 7-0, and I was fucking, like, mobbed up deep. Like, and I only use one. I don't even use the shield stack, because I know it bugs. I'm like, holy fuck me, man. Really? Wow. I really think PC gamers suck, man. I'm really starting to believe that shit. They don't even know how to bug up a fucking shield stack. That sucks. Wow. So they're kind of going over a couple of the things like pre and whatever about shield mitigation, which is important. It is. So a lot of these changes, man, it's going to be important. I'll tell you what. Give them a week. And let them run some shit on PTS with the reduction. And I tell you, man, nobody's going to be happy no matter what. My personal recommendation, add the GCD. Fuck the cast. Fuck the nerf. Don't nerf the amount. Just put it on a GCD, man. Put a 1 second GCD. That allows a backbar swap. It allows the combat to be fluid. And it keeps the bug from occurring. It's the easiest way to resolve everybody's initial concerns, and because we're still getting the critical hit. So, you know, honestly, I feel if that was applied, it would be the better end result. It would keep everybody at least somewhat pacified. All right, it's the lesser of all the evils, man. If you're asking me, They probably won't, because they'll be like, yeah, if we do that, Mystic will be kind of like, where's my money? I probably would. I'd be like, where's my money, motherfuckers? Where's my money? Put it in my hand. Where's my money? Where's my money? Where's my money? I don't work for you. It's fucking console. It's, you know, put it in my hand. Where's my money? I'm telling you, man. Every day. Every fucking day. It's just crazy, man. Be careful. Just be careful. Man, you got to think, man. Cause and effect. Cause and effect. Cause and effect. You open your mouth against a lawyer, you're going to lose. Unless you're a lawyer. I'll tell you that. There's a thing, you know. Only a fool would you know, represent himself in a courtroom. There's a reason for that saying, man. There's a reason for that. Lawyers will manipulate to get get it. And if you're trying to negotiate with a lawyer, good fucking luck. They'll give you what you want, but they're going to take more away from you for asking. It's like, shut the fuck. When do you know to shut the fuck up? You have to know when to shut the fuck up. Holy shit. And now I have to look and see, like, Shield's getting fucked. Like cracked across the board. I'm like, holy shit, these dumb sorks don't even know. They even fucking know. Okay, we'll give you your instant cast. Are you happy? Yay! We get our instant cast. Yes, thank you. Yeah, we're going to knock that bitch down by 40%. Okay, yay. But it's instant, right? Yeah, it's instant. Okay, that's all I want. Thank you. It's like, wow, man. Wow, you guys fell into that one hook, line, and sinker. I mean, if I was the lawyer, I probably would have set it up that way just to fuck with them. Just to be like, how do we nerf the shields without them crying about it? We'll put a second cast on it, and make them want it. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. Let's add the second cast to it. And then we'll give them a week or two, and when they really start bitching about it, then that's when we give them their instant cast back, and we nerf the fuck out of their shields. And they'll thank us for it. We'll be their heroes for it. Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, come on. Doesn't it sound like, I mean, come on. It's like, wow. You guys really fell for some stupid shit. You guys are gullible. Jeez, fucking Matesis, man. Wow. You can tell, like, most of these people are just crazy. I refuse to play Magsork in PvP because they were so OP. I'll stay with Stam to try to become a better player. Sounds good, DP, man. Sounds good, brother. You know, the simple fact of it is like, Sorks has issues, man. We're funneling players because if you were any other class but Sork at one time, like, dude, I take out Blades sometimes. If my shields were up, I'd be taking out Blades just on stupid shit. Now, if a good Blade was noticed that my shields were down and hit me prior and get that stun, well, then I'm dead. But majority of the time, if like half the time, if my shields were up, I'd be killing Blades. And Blades are supposed to be able to kill me, man. But seriously, it was like, when are we going to do something, man, to make the other classes competitive? There's one thing about bumping a class up in their abilities, right? And then there's another aspect to the game to say, hey, man, this class is immortal. It's fucking next to immortal. It has the least death rates, the most damage output, the most killing blows. What the fuck? The highest mobility. People were like, mobility got nerfed. Did Streak get nerfed? I mean, really? Did Lightning Presence and Major Expedition get nerfed? I mean, come on, man. Right, no. My dude's like, no. I'm like, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I mean, come on. Seriously. Why are people bitching when they didn't fucking know? That's when I can tell there's casuals. There's casuals, man. I'm like, fuck your casual shit. No, man. If you're a casual, shut the fuck up. Don't even get on here if you casual. If you don't put in 5 to 6 hours a day, shut the fuck up. That's what I have to say. If you ain't putting 5 to 6 hours a day in PvP on a Sork, guess what I'm telling you? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You had no clue. You were using somebody else's build. You were copying some shit. And you were blowing shit up. And the only thing you're scared of, like Kel said, you're scared of death. You're scared of it. You don't want to die. You want to be immortal. Hey, man. Fucking that's not fun. You guys say it's fun to be immortal? Well, players don't agree with that. And guess what people do? They hit unsub. You're not the only one paying the bills, motherfuckers. There's other people, man. You got to be considerate. Stop being inconsiderate and selfish and think of your fellow players, your fellow community, the health of the game itself. Because ZOS, in the end, has to do that. They have to. Because you want to see this game around. I want to see this game around for another 5 years. I want to see the populace do well. I want to see PvP still in a good state. I don't want to see PvP going to shit. I don't want to see people dropping out because of some dumbass shit. Sorks tank 2 to 3 soul assaults at a time. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but if you ask Cubic Bikin, there's no immortal Sorks. None. Zero. And why? Well, that's what I know. Shut the fuck. What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? What platform you playing on? That's a better question. If you're on PC, well, shit. You haven't bumped into really good Sorks then, obviously. Which there are good Sorks on PC. There are. Just a lot more on consoles. Console players, I'm telling you, PC gamers, you better watch it. My boy Despotic is now on PC. He's going to have fun with your asses. He's going to have a lot of fucking fun with you guys. He'll be CP like 200 to 300, smacking you almost 800s now around like ragdolls. duck and run is all I can say. My boy D gonna rip people apart. Telling you, man. You don't fuck with console players, man. Console players will rip you. They make you look bad. Jeez. Telling you, man. Don't do it. People are always talking about console players are scrubs, and I'm like, oh boy. They don't have all the little tools you have. All the little, add-ons and shit to tell you when to dodge roll and when to do this and when to do that. No. You get console players, man, who know their shit. You can have every add-on in the fucking game. Your ass is still going to die. I can guarantee. I'll put money more on more console players than PC gamers every day of the week. Just because they didn't have the tools, man. They did it. They learned all that shit on their own. Despotic's first kill was a Grand Overlord. I bet. There's more PC players in which are introduced to ESO compared to PS4. That's why there is more casuals. But if comparing a top-tier PC player to a PS4 player and ain't even competition for PC, let's be real, bullshit, dude. I play on all platforms, Take. I play them all. I play PC, I play PS4, and I play Xbox. I'm telling you, you wrong as fuck. You're wrong as fuck. You watch some of the Sork builds on. You watch some of the Sorks on PC vids. And then you go over to my boy Purple Slushy who's on PS4. You tell me there's comparable differences, right? Yeah, there is. Because fucking Purple Slushy eradicates motherfuckers. Like groups of motherfuckers. There is no different. There is no competition. You're absolutely right. There's no fucking competition. It ain't even competitive. PS4 fucking players fucking wreck PC. Fucking El Lobo started off on Xbox. He went to PC and he was wrecking bitches. El Lobo started on Xbox, went over to PC and wrecked the fuck out of mobs. There is no competition. There is none. I hate to say it, there are a lot of good players on PC, but the console players weren't given tools. They didn't have those little features. They are cut from hard work. And I'm talking hours and hours and hours of just repeating shit. And when they get on PC, it looks disgusting. Before I was even a 700, I was pulling like X's, which I would never be able to pull that on fucking some of the bullshit I pulled on PC, what I would pull on PS4. Hell no. It wouldn't happen. The best thing I like about PC PvP is communication's better. Communication's a lot better. They don't have like the voice comm without like Discord or something, where in console, like they have voice comms, right? We have voice comms like everywhere. But the communication's better on PC, like a lot better. If there's swords here, swords. If something's flagged. Console sucks at communication. So Siege play is a lot better on PC. A lot better. Siege play is a lot better. Smaller teams are more effective too on PC. A lot more better. So I will say that. But when you're taking a look at like individual players, like shit, nah, I haven't seen PC players like an old school PC player do what console players do on Xbox or Werewolf. Just give my Werewolf his knockdown back. No, stop it, Spartacus. You ain't coming in here and with a campaign like, oh, my Werewolf, he needs his knockdown. Stop it. So you're telling me, let's say Cody PvP with all of his PC specs and kind blinds, etc., would lose the purple slushy on a mag Sork. Absolutely. Yeah, I would say that. I would tell you ESO Miami would rip him faster. Bob's great. Bob's a good player. Would I want to see Bob go against like somebody like Rusty Accordion or ESO Miami? I wouldn't. I tell Bob to run. Look at the quality of the videos. Cody's a good sort. I'm not saying they're bad players. I'm saying there's a difference. Competitive-wise, there's a difference. PC players think a mouse and keyboard make them better. And that's true in an FPS. But ESO isn't a FPS. Specs aren't getting you kills, just making them look pretty. Right. And here's the problem. This is what I'm trying to say. There's more lag on console. Right? There's a lot more lag. So when you get a console player onto the PC where it's less laggy, depending on the rig, oh my God. You just gave them like jet fuel. You just gave the player jet fuel. They were already underperforming due to the system. Right? And if they were killing motherfuckers in groups and troves on a lagged system, and you putting them on a gaming rig on a PC, what do you think happens? What do you think happens? And then you give them all these little tools? God, no. So I tell you, every console player who's made the switch over to PC, it's dominated. Has dominated. And that's been the opposite of effect for every console player, every PC player going to console. Because they're not used to the controls. They're not used to the lag. Right? They're not used to it. So all of a sudden when they go to console, they're fumbling left and right. They're fumbling. They don't know what to do. They're like, it's lagging. It's doing this. It's doing that. Welcome to console. Welcome to console. Welcome. And they die. Every time you see them try to do it on stream, too. I could put out names. We all know I could throw out names. I can name a list of PC players trying to go to console. Got their asses kicked every time doing it. You don't fuck with console players. Console players are fucking real. I play them all. I play PC. I'm on a PC right now in front of you. So, you don't fuck with console players. Don't do it. Not good. Nothing good's going to come out of it. If console player says he's coming to PC, avoid the motherfucker. That's my recommendation. Avoid him. Especially if he's good. If he's good, you're fucked. PC players put themselves on a plateau, on a pedestal. I do. Let's flip this conversation and have PC players come to console. That's what I'm trying to say. They won't. And not only because they won't take their nose out of the air, but also because they'd be humbled. Yeah, they'd be humbled quick. You'd be humbled really fucking quick. You'd be fucking humbled. You would be. Humble pie would be served to you daily. A lot. Yeah. No, don't fuck with console players, man. Don't do it. Not really. I rip players in CSGO on my PC with a controller. It's how you play if you have to play different. Well, Spartacus, what I'm saying is the difference between performance of the game itself. So on console, on Elder Scrolls on console, we have a lot less frames. Right? It's relative. That's relative. You can have the most maxed out speeds that you got to your capability. Now, we also play a controller. Now, when it comes to accuracy, keyboard and mouse are better accurate. They have better accuracy, right? But when it comes to bar swap and frames, console players have more familiarity with that. So all of a sudden, when you have low performance and you throw a console player into a high performance version of the product, right? No comparison. There's none. There's zero comparison now. What a console player will do with a better setup. There's just none. They'll still grab the controller, but now they're on a system that's pushing out twice the frames. So now you got twice the frames, and you're still using a controller. And what the fuck you think happens, right? I mean, the PC players are like, dude, he's every fucking where. As they're like, clicking their mouses and tab targeting and shit. And, or whatever. Trying to get line. And this dude's on a controller, like, flying by like they're on a jet. I might have to take my Stamplar to PC. I'm telling you, man. Telling you. You get on PC. If you played console and you go to PC, yeah. No, seriously. Make sure you get the rig. But if you got the rig, double frames, man. Double. You almost get double frames. And that's not saying a lot, because Cyrodiil still performs like shit. That's why I keep telling them. I tell PC players. PC players talk smack. Then they get to console, and then all of a sudden, guess what? Like Kel said, they're getting fed. They're going to become humble. They do. They do. We can name names, the biggest names. They've tried. They all got smacked the fuck down. Telling you, man. Console players you don't fuck with. Don't fuck with console players, especially good ones. Don't do it. They're fucking beast. They are fucking... And I'm a PC player. I'm a religious PC player. And I will tell you guys, man. Every day somebody's like, where's the competition at? I'm like, console. And they're like, really? I'm like, yep, every day. If you want to be a better PvPer, if you really want to up your PvP game, don't fuck with PC. Go to console. Then come back to PC. And they're like, really? I was like, yeah, for sure. For sure, for sure. Every day. Every fucking day. It's not even a question. Once you're able to do that, God, you're like people they'll cry at your feet. Seriously. And Fang Rush is my favorite content creator, and he's badass on PC. He's badass. He's that man. I got nothing but appreciation for Fang Rush. Everybody, all my viewers know that's probably like, I'm a fanboy of Fang Rush. I'll admit it. But at the end of the day, when I'm looking at content for content, and I'm looking at like the bullshit that console players pull, damn, I mean, seriously. I mean, is there really competitive? Is there really competition? No, there really isn't. Because I know, okay, this guy's getting like 60 frames per second on PC. If he was over in console, he'd get 30. He'd get half that. Good luck, That's what I'm trying to say, man. That's all I'm saying. Has Slushy really became that godly since I last played with him? He's God, dude. He's God. He's a fucking God, dude. Have you seen him of his streams and some of his shit? Come on, man. And you're gonna tell me his last friggin' build is called God. Look up his last Sork build. It's called God. And yeah, I played against Slushy. I have. Slushy will take... These are the players that's why Zoss is like, we've got to do something. They know how to bug up the shields. They know what they're doing. And then next thing you know, you see him taking on like 8 people. Roz, what's up? He's got videos of like Xing 8 to 10 people. Fucking getting away and just beating shit out of things, man. He does it on a live stream. All of his cuts are from live streams. So he does live. It's not even clips, man. They're all of his cuts are from streams, man. All of them. So yeah, he is that fucking good. He is that good. He's a fucking beast. He is. Now, I'm not riding on it because ESO Miami's just that good too. ESO Miami, Rusty Accordion, Purple Slushy. There's a lot of really good Sorks out there. I was playing with A-Bomb and those guys yesterday. But like I said, I play PC. Okay, my chat just reconnected. My Sork is going great. Nice. Good to hear it. All right, but I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to probably do some DCUO today. So I'll probably be streaming some of that. I still got my Nightblade. Oh, yeah, definitely. Keep the Nightblade. Keep it. No, but if you definitely go look at him, go do comparable to videos. Just do comparable video. I like Cody. Cody's good. I'm not saying anything bad about Cody. I'm just saying difference, worlds. There's a difference of the competitive play between console and PC. Because every time I see a PC player go to console, they get annihilated. Now and then I see the opposite effect happen. When I see a console player go to PC, they wreck. They wreck. Because they're like, holy shit, there's like no lag when there really is. But they're like, oh shit, this plays so much better. And you're thinking, no, it really doesn't. And from a PC player's perspective, you're like, no, it really doesn't. But they're used to not having that. They're just used to it. So, telling you, man. I'm telling you. Whoosh. Give it up, man. I give it up to my console brothers and sisters. Xbox and PlayStation. Not to say, like I said, there are skilled players in PC. But if a PC player wants to talk shit about a console player, here's my recommendation. Go to console. Let's see how well you do. If you last a week, if you get up there, let's be honest, they'd even say it's CP. They're like, oh, I'm not that good because of CP. Well, when you saw El Lobo go to PC, he was like, what, 2-something in fucking districts, beating the shit out of like 700s. Like 600-700s. He was like beating the shit out of them. Beating the fuck out of them. I'm telling you, man. Don't fuck with them. Don't fuck with console players. If they even have an indication that they were a console player, run. Run. So, and if you're a PC player and you want to be a good PvPer, go to console. That's my recommendation. All right, man. I'm going to let you guys go. Once again, I'm Mystic Raven. This is Mystic's MMOs. Thank you guys for watching. And once again and always, I am now CR124 and have the lightning material in DCUO. Oh, dude. Killer. Dude, you got that? Nice. Yeah, I'm logging on DC here. So I'll be doing a stream on DC. So, yep. So, once again, man, thank you guys. Thank every one of you. Once again, y'all have a nice day.